So guys do this thing where they're like, oh, you're so tight, you're so this, you're so that, because they want their inside of you. So anything that they can say that they think is going to arouse them, they'll say. So then we start walking by this associate and we're like, hey, can you show us where our movie's at? And we had just been told where it was at. Like,
it's like the last one on the right
side,
door.
the very last one, you know.
You guys couldn't read the board.
We're right in front of
we
it.
just couldn't read it, yeah. And so I stopped the guy. I'm like, hey, can you show us where our movie's at? And he's like, oh, and he looks at his clock. He's like, yeah, I can do that. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Describe how you like to receive or that.
Oh, yes. How would you like to receive or
Okay, so the way that I like to receive isn't the way that it's always been, because it wasn't always my favorite. So I think that there's nothing more annoying than a guy that can't do it right. And honestly, like, I'm just not like there to coach. Some of it's okay, because some of it, like, I get turned on by telling somebody to do something, but like when you know it's not gonna like get there, it's like, what the
Introducing the ToplessTalk podcast, where we're diving deep into the world of sex and relationships. Join us as we explore the good, the bad, and the ugly, leaving no topic off limits. With your host, Ryan Nickel, we're on a mission to change 1 million lives through 1,000 episodes. In a world where vulnerability is power, we're not just talking about taking off layers, we're peeling back the layers of real experiences. Our guests, brave women who've walked through the fire, are bearing it all. Their struggles, triumphs, and everything in between. It's more than just stories. It's a roadmap for those who felt alone in their journeys. By sharing their transformation from the horrific to the heroic, these women become beacons of hope for others. Because in every tale of survival lies the potential for someone else's revival. So tune in, listen closely, and remember, Topless Talk isn't just about shedding inhibitions. It's about finding connection in the rawness of human connection. Because when we share, we heal, we empower, and we transform. Welcome to a podcast where every story is a step towards 1 million changed lives.
And our lovely guest today, or I should say this evening. So, go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience here.
Hi, I'm Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. Go ahead and talk a little bit more into the mic for us.
Okay.
Actually, I can go ahead and change it up a little bit.
Is that good? Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. So, what made you decide to want to come on the show?
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
Interesting that
to just be transparent.
Yeah, some guy's like, hey, I got a Topless Talk show. You want to come on?
You're like, I'm there.
I'm like, all right, let's go.
So, for those of you who have listened to some previous episodes, we have Dawn, who you don't know her real name, but now you do. She's also affectionately known as Cleaner Screamer.
So where'd that name come from?
Yeah, how did that name come about?
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
I have to explain it?
Yes, you have to
This is
explain.
Topless Talk. Everything.
Yeah, there's nothing off limits here.
So I guess I'm loud?
Loud it's not so much that you're loud, because there's no problem with being loud, right? It's the fact that I'm staying in a condo right now, and it's a 55 older community, and I'm clearly not 55, and so I'm trying to keep it down low, and then Dawn comes over.
Cleaner scream.
And I mean, she was a cleaner. She cleaned the condo for me so I could move into it, make sure like there wasn't like, ghosts and stuff like that there, and cobwebs. But then like we just hit it off. Like, it was amazing. Like, I had never like intended to do anything like that at all, and we just hit it.
Really scrubbed your house good, huh?
She cleaned it. Yeah, she
cleaned it real good.
Yeah, she took me to the cleaners. That's a different term, but like I was like, oh my god, like the neighbors, and so I'm like I gotta like come up with some kind of excuse or something like that for these guys. I'm like, oh my dad who's staying here, he has a pouring problem, and he's deaf, and he turns it up real loud. He loves his ladies,
This guy can keep on going.
It was loud, but it was awesome. I was like,
so the neighbors are fantasizing about her now.
Oh, they're probably, yeah. They saw her little.
That's probably the most entertainment's been over in that complex in probably a good 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now everyone's like, come over, like, hey, how's you doing? What's going on? Hey, who's here? You know what's going on? Like they're like vicariously living through him.
Exactly.
Because they still think that he's there. And whenever they come over, like, so where's Steven? I would say it was a bad day. He's just bedridden today. The poor guy.
Steve was watching way too much last night. Really wore him out. He's down for the count for the rest of the day. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, he's a night owl, so that's all he does. So.
Oh.
But yeah, that's. So I had invited you onto the show actually prior to Cleaner Screamer and that ever happening.
This is true.
This is all true. Like,
yeah.
I think I led with, hey, I have a show. Do you want to be a guest? And you're like, we'll play this one by ear, and then like this thing's like definitely played out differently than.
It's true.
And so we're here.
I think I did comply though. I was like, yeah, I definitely want to.
Oh, you totally did. Like you were down for it.
I was like, people need to talk more about this kind of stuff.
Go ahead, talk more into the mic so they can hear you.
I just said that people need to talk more about this kind of stuff.
What kind of
for
stuff?
Sure.
What kind of stuff do they have to talk more about?
Just
Cleaning and screaming.
in general, cleaning and screaming, cleaning and screaming.
If your house isn't clean, you're not screaming. I can tell you that. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So, for those that want your services of cleaning and screaming, how do they get a hold of you?
Oh Lord,
So is this a service you offer to everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, how did this even happen? Like,
Very exclusive.
very exclusive.
Very exclusive. Like as in like
1
never.
percentile, yeah.
Like 1 percentile.
Oh, sorry. We heard the sigh because you bought a new place. You're like, yeah. Oh no, you haven't.
He's like,
bought a place.
my stuff needs to be cleaned.
My office is kind of dirty too.
Oh god.
Well, here's a crazy thing too. Is we have a mutual friend. So when I put the announcement out there on Facebook that I had a condo that needed to be cleaned, all these like ladies like, I'll clean it. And of course, like they're all looking at like my 6-pack on the internet and shit like that. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And then a mutual friend of ours, she was like, hey, this girl, she works with me. She's really good. She can do it and all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? That's like, I just went with her because she's been a good friend for a long, long time. And then
It's a good referral, right? That's
Totally good
totally
referral.
Set it in
It was
there.
just
but like,
solid.
I thought nothing of it. I'm like, sure, why not? Yeah, I'll do it for sure. And I think she said something like, hey, she's a single mom. She needs all the help she can get. You know, I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. But she was like,
No, but seriously, I do so many things. Yes.
yeah, she's like,
When did the moment change? When you realized it was not just cleaning, it was going to become cleaning and screaming.
Yeah. When did the moment change?
Yeah.
Ryan.
how about I get to that part in a minute? So how about you tell us?
Hey, I'm co-host here. I can ask some damn questions.
Well, I'll tell you. So, okay. So here's what
Exactly.
happened. So, but just so we don't lose the context here, I want to hear her end of like how she was introduced to me, because there's a story there too. So anyway, I'm over there and I have a refrigerator that I'm trying to desperately get out of the condo because I'm like, damn, this thing is like huge, and I'm like, I wasn't big enough to like have like the enough weight to like tip it over. So anyway, I'm like, and like
Just roll on your 6-pack out the door.
I just couldn't do it. You know, my
He was
butt,
like this. He was like this.
He's like,
I got it, guys.
my buck 55 frame was not able to like tip that thing over so I could get it onto the dolly, and it didn't have a strap. I was missing a strap on, guys. So
you're missing.
So what did you do, Ryan?
So here's what happened. So Dawn gets out of the car, and I was like, oh, she's kind of cute. And I already Facebook stalked her a little bit.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah. I was like,
You said that I Facebook stalked you.
oh, that's because I was projecting. Yeah.
Were you guys stalking
I
each
see.
other?
We were stalking each other.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
that's so sweet.
So she gets out, and she's wearing something that was like, this is like 1990s all over again. I can't
It
do
was
this.
not. You didn't
What are-
understand.
what were you
he
wearing?
didn't understand. So it was like a super high like skirt, right?
And her like popped out over the top in a white top.
Yeah. But the thing is that you
With, like,
have
Doc
to do
Martens.
that with Doc Martens. They were super cute. They're ivory, like they were adorable. He just didn't understand the style.
Knowing his past, I could see why he
And
he
it
would
was like
misunderstand
brown
that.
skirt, so it was like very 70s, but 70s is kind of in right now.
I mean, if they weren't like white Mormon underwear, then it'd be.
I know.
It was like the full
He was
body.
like,
set.
everything's not concealed. What is this?
Yeah, wait a second. There's a color other than white.
I'm like, my eyes, you know, yeah.
But the shirt was white, so he must have been into it.
oh, that's what it was. The white shirt did
Was it the white shirt?
It was-
Ryan?
no, so here's what happened. So she helps me tip the fridge over into my
6-pack?
into my 6-pack. Yeah, my 6-pack walked it out the door, and so we get the other fridge from the truck into the house as well, and it's kind of like the little like porch is kind of narrow, and so I make a comment. I'm like, oh, you're not gonna be able to get by there. You know, you won't fit. You're too big. And
But I didn't even hear you.
she didn't hear me, but I was referring to her boots because they were like really big. I'm like, oh, shit, like she's not gonna make it through here. So she squeezes through, and I'm like, she totally ignored that comment. This girl has class. She's like, I'm not listening to anything this guy says. But she didn't hear me.
She was just tuning you out.
Well, so I said, I'm like,
I probably did tune him out.
Yeah.
Probably.
Definitely.
Well, I was like, hey, the comment wasn't about your weight. It was a comment about your boob, but you chose to ignore it. So I'm like, kudos to you. Like, she's like, what? I didn't hear nothing. What about my boob? What? And that was it. That was all. That was the entire conversation. And then you helped me move the fridge, and then you're out. She left. And then that was Thursday, right? Yeah, that was Thursday. So then Thursday goes by. So Friday happens where I have my kids over now, and my kids were like not having a good moment because they're freaking out that dad's going to get arrested because the HOA is going to call the cops and kick me out because I'm not 55. And they're like, shh, 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 shh. Like all my kids are like policing other kids, and like the younger kids are crying because the older ones are like beating up on them for like they're making too much noise, and it's all hell's broken loose. And my older ones are like, I want to go home. This is horrible. I don't want to be here when the cops show up. I'm like, the cops aren't coming, right? And then Dawn was like,
Daddy's gonna go to jail.
You came by early that morning. Actually, she's like, hey, this house is really, really like dirty. Like, I don't want your kids to be in this filth because I can't come and clean it until Saturday. So she comes by Friday morning. I think she planned this. Like, she's very cunning. And so she comes by.
Was this
I'm
was
just
this
sweet.
Planned?
No, I'm just kind.
So you were just over there just because you really felt bad that his.
Well, no. So she comes by
That's
early
legit, that
in
part.
the morning, and she's like, let me wash all your linens for you so your kids don't sleep on old lady linens because this house has been vacant for like
But that's
10 years.
like, seriously, would you want do you have kids?
Yes.
Yeah, would you want them on like linen that's been sitting for 10 years?
I've been in that condo. Yeah, it's been sitting for. a
Ew,
long
right?
So she
like,
takes,
that's gross.
She takes
You would
everything.
even do that for
even the
him.
couch that you laid on, the cover.
Yeah.
She took everything and washed it, and then she came back that night, and she's like, hey, I'm sorry your kids are having a bad time. You probably just need a grown up to talk to. I've been here. I've done that.
Aw.
And I'm like, you know what? Sure, please do. Come on over. So she brings all the linen that's been washed, like fresh, like so, like above and beyond. Like, and she's like, I won't charge you for it either. I'm like, oh, bless your heart. So she comes over. But first
Sweet lady.
But check this out though. She's like, I know you have your kids. We can just talk on the porch. And I'm like, we can't talk on the porch because I'm not supposed to be here. So she comes in.
I don't think I got that part though. I didn't know it was like a 55.
Oh. See, we're learning stuff now.
I didn't know that. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling for his kids because I've been through all this. So it's like legit. Like, yes, he's cute, but like they're obviously like that's there.
Obviously.
But he was like, my kids are. But you were like, my kids are struggling.
They were.
And that made my heart sad.
Yeah, so she came over with her sad
They were
heart.
struggling because they had 10-year-old linens.
So gross. No, because it was their first night in like a dead lady's house. God bless you, Betty.
Oh, we love you, Betty. Thank you for the condo, Betty.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
So anyway, so she comes over. My older two are gone. The younger ones are there. They all fall asleep, and we're just chatting, and one thing led to another. And wow, we had a plank contest. I won the plank contest, and when you win plank contests, you get to choose the reward. And the reward was, well, you're topless, bitch. And that's how it went.
That's true.
This is true.
She's agreeing. That's a good start.
That's
So
true.
so on your end now. So you hear my backstory. What's your backstory?
What's my backstory of that story?
No, like to how you met me, and like how did our mutual acquaintance like make it happen?
Okay, so this person said that she had a good opportunity for me to make like side money. And so I clean on the side, just like move outs
She's a
and
cleaner.
stuff. And so she said this person just got, I guess like they're like separated. I don't know the whole story. And she was like,
so
but
you knew this
he's
going
an-
into it.
Oh, she had sympathy
He's
for
an
you.
amazing person, and so like he's trustworthy. Like
got
he
a
just
big
needs to be
heart.
clean. Yeah, he has a big heart. Yeah, pretty much.
He doesn't clean his house. Yeah.
He doesn't clean his house or Betty's house. Let's see. And so she showed me a picture of you.
Uh-oh.
You didn't have a shirt on.
Then you're like, I want to go clean. Then you're like, I want to clean that house.
No, he doesn't know me well. What do you think I thought?
You're like, I'm gonna wash his linen on those abs.
No, not so much. No, actually I was like,
That's what you wanted her
I
to
was
think.
like, oh, he's in a picture on Facebook. And I'm like, no, let's not do that. Like the opposite.
This is not the story that I heard.
No, you know that.
That's not the story you wanted to remember, I
Hey,
think is what-
Ryan, if somebody has a profile picture on a dating site and they're like shirtless, am I going to like that?
Maybe they're
Or
homeless.
am I going to just like pass by it?
Maybe he's homeless and he couldn't afford a shirt.
Tell me right now.
Her answer is she's gonna pass by that.
I'm going to pass by that.
But that's not the story you told me. You're like, oh my God, like my heart skipped a beat when I saw this guy.
And it did.
Oh, see? Okay.
But not because you were shirtless.
Oh, well, I missed that
It
one.
was, honestly,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
The twinkle in my eye?
I
Come
can't
on, it was my
even-
abs.
No, I can't explain it, but it did.
Oh.
It really, really did. And then I met you and I was like, oh, he's like all charismatic and like his eyes were all like, it was, it was. That's gay, but whatever. I'll own it. It was your eyes.
You said something to me that I had not heard. I don't think ever.
Nice smile, good personality.
No, yeah, like
going.
You know, like so seriously. She was like, I'm like trying to impress her with like my looks, and she's like, not so much. She's like, your personality makes your body more attractive. And I was like, what? It was like something along those lines.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Like she was very blunt about it, and I was like, oh.
Was it mean?
No. I was like, kind of like, oh, I got a good personality too. Not only do I have a nice body, I have a nice personality.
Oh, yeah, I can be mean sometimes. I don't mean to be. It's more just transparent.
No, it wasn't mean at all. I just was
Okay,
I was like,
good.
oh, that's interesting. So I like, because I mean, so talking to people that, you know, they have gone through a divorce or they're going through a separation or a breakup or something like that, like, you know, they feel like shit afterwards. You're like, oh my God, like, you know, you get beat down by the other partner, like your spouse or whoever, like they're just like, oh, you know, you're good, nothing, piece of shit. Like, you know, no one's ever going to want you. And so like hearing like a good compliment, like I know that I look good, but personality wise, I've been told like, oh, I'm an arrogant asshole. I can't believe you're doing this. You're a douche and all this shit. And like someone's like, oh, you have a great personality. It actually enhances your body because you have a good personality. So I'm like,
It
oh.
really does.
Yeah. So people that are out there listening, like, you know, work on your personality too.
It makes you look better.
No, but seriously.
It enhances, yes. So,
You can change everything. You have a great personality.
well, thanks. That's why I have a talk show.
Oh, God. Never mind. I retract that statement. Shit.
He did have a good person.
You did up until like 2
Past
seconds
tense.
ago.
It's like that just crashed, didn't it? Oh,
It did really quick.
Oh, that's too bad. Well,
Hughes just went down like 8 notches.
so, but anyway, that's the whole backstory.
So did the apartment get clean? I think that's what people.
Yeah, like really clean. She did an amazing job.
Thank you.
I actually gave her a tip.
Oh. you gave her the tip.
The whole tip.
The whole tip.
The whole tip.
Oh, gosh.
What a guy.
I paid her more than she had
What a champ.
requested. I know, what a stud. So yeah, that's our backstory. That's how we met. That's how she became a guest. That's how we hooked up, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Just
Yeah.
think
We'll
that-
call it that. Yeah, whatever you want to call
Where's
it.
that now?
It's fun.
It's been up and down, rocky road, ice cream. No,
You like that?
it's been weird. So I mean, shit. Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Whatever, yeah.
like,
Topless Talk. Oh,
I know.
It's Topless Talk.
so like, like when we hit it off that first night, like I'm completely blunt. I'm like, look, you're not my body type. Like you're a cute girl. You're petite. Like my ideal body type is a little bit, you know, curvier, bigger boobs and like this. And she's like, oh, that's fantastic. That's fine. You know, because you don't like me. That's good. I can be myself. I'm like, yeah, I can be myself too. And like we were just like totally blunt with each other, and it was like, I was like, shit, there's an attraction here because of the bluntness.
Nobody felt like they had to dance around. Stuff.
Nothing. There was no trying to impress anybody.
That's awesome.
And we just clicked. Like it was like, we talked about it sometimes like brothers and sisters, like, you know, just like that banter you have between like a favorite sibling.
It's the comfortability.
Brothers and sisters with benefits.
Yeah, you know, in Arkansas you can do
So
that.
freaking gross. It's so gross. And I think I'm the first person that said that too. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're like my brother.
I don't know, she's my kid sister, you know, and like,
Live
But
from
it's not
Mississippi.
it's
well,
not,
your daddy
but like
is
without
your
like all the
uncle.
gross stuff. I mean, that's
We're in the Rancho Vista trailer park.
we didn't have a little dun 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 dun.
You got that sound on the board?
I don't have that on the board. No. What I got a rim shot.
ooh,
Different kind of rim shot.
fail.
But it's like that has like that transparency, that bluntness of like, look, this is it kind of a thing. It just, I don't know. There was instant attraction there.
Feel the same?
Oh yeah. It's very easy.
That's awesome.
It's a little too easy.
It is, yeah. And
I mean, right?
You guys
I
are
think
easy, huh?
yeah, it's so easy.
We say that a lot.
yeah.
It's uncomfortably easy.
Because you're like waiting for like the, you know,
The shoe to
like
drop.
you got a dick or something.
It's
you know?
like,
Yeah.
why? Yeah. I have to take this off because it's too
Hey,
hot.
take it all off. It's a topless talk.
Oh,
like she's getting all hot. I'm like, oh yeah, it's super easy. You know, I mean, but like literally, like it was. So that was
I think
Friday
it gets
night.
rough when we talk about how easy you are.
I know I'm super easy. So check this out, right?
So gross.
Like, I mean, I'm trying not to say this and because we've talked about this, like,
Yeah.
so we're each other's placeholders.
Placeholders.
Placeholders, brothers and sisters.
It kind of sounds
with
like,
benefits as the Rancho Vista trailer.
because we both know that we're not like our forever person, like,
Yeah.
right? And so it's like, like it's like, okay, but we're good fit for each other right now, and like we're good placeholders. And it's like, because I am so easy, it's a good thing for me not to be so easy and go off and like fuck everything that walks. And so I have this beautiful woman over here that's like allowing me to like keep my standards pretty high.
Well, I think too, it's probably, I mean, you just get to be yourself. You get to, and with any relationship, whether it's just, friends or whatever, like at the core of it, you're friends.
Totally.
Like if you don't have a friendship, you have nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you could think the other person is amazingly attractive and you clash and it's shitty, but like at the end of the day, it's a friendship. What level that's on, but if that's not there, I think that's why a lot of relationships
Fail.
and friendships fall apart because you forget they're friends and you take advantage of it and you forget about it.
Well, see, that's the thing too. So, I mean, I'll go ahead and like just throw this back on me. And like the friendship that we have is very much on like who we are as like a personality instead of like based on like common likes and interests.
Mm-hmm.
So like part of my marriage when it fell apart was I stopped doing CrossFit because that was something that we did for like 10 years together. And then I stopped believing in Jesus the way that she believed in Jesus. Actually, the whole entire Mormonism and church and stuff like that. And so those are two things. And then like I started cussing and all this other stuff started like separating us farther and further apart. And so like our friendship was based on commonalities, common activities. And if you're not doing those common activities anymore, then it's like, well, what really is a friendship based off of? When I'm talking to Dawn here, like we don't have any common activities that we do, but it's just like straight up personality. Like we almost are like the identical person. I mean, like I was trying to tell her about lemon water. I'm like, when I wake up in the morning, I have lemon water. She's like, I drink lemon water too. In fact, I make
ice cubes
out of lemon. I'm like, wait, I do too. I'm like, holy shit. Like she's drinking lemon water right now. And so I'm like, there's just like so many coincidences, like things that are like that we do together. I'm like, well, shit, this is like my twin here. So it's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell him about Jordan?
I was going to, but go ahead. You can tell him about
No,
Jordan.
you tell him about Jordan.
Who's Jordan?
I like it when you do. You tell him
Oh
about
my
Jordan.
God, dude.
She likes it when
It's
you do
like,
it.
It's
She likes it when you lead the conversation.
I know. Yeah. So
Lead her around.
So what happened was we went to the movie theater on the other night, and there's this poor little pubescent 15-year-old boy who works at the movie theater, and he's walking down the aisle, and she instigated it too. So in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, this girl is like my twin. So she's like, I'm gonna f this guy. And so what did you do? What did you ask him?
I was like, hey, Jordan, I don't know where this movie's at.
We didn't even know his name, by the way.
Like we had just keep in mind.
You just called him Jordan. You're like, he looks like a Jordan.
Well, we found his name.
We didn't know his name
Yeah,
yet.
we didn't
know his name yet, but we knew Michael, the guy that gave us the popcorn.
Yeah, that's right.
So I was like, thank you, Michael, and he's like, oh, I don't know your name.
That's right.
Aww.
So sweet. Okay.
So Jordan.
So then we start walking by this associate, and we're like, hey, can you show us where our movie's at? And we had just been told where it was at. Like
It's like the last one on the right
side,
door.
the very
Yeah.
last one.
We're
you know,
like-
like
You guys couldn't read the board.
We're right in
like
front
we
of
just
it.
couldn't read it. Yeah. And so I stopped the guy. I'm like, hey, can you show us where our movie's at? And he's like, oh, and he looks at his clock. He's like, yeah, I can do that. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much.
Making time for you.
And
Must have been a busy night at the theater.
That's what a Monday night.
Popcorn emergencies.
Yeah.
totally, yeah. So but keep in mind, we haven't like gone out.
This is our
yet.
first time in public.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like pulling the shit, and he's like, what the he's probably like thinking like she knows where we're going. And so then
So she's a goofball.
Were you lost when she was doing this? You're like, what the
No, I pulled out my ticket. I'm like, actually.
like within like 5 seconds, he says this.
So I pull out my ticket. I'm like, actually, can you walk us to our seat? We don't want to take the wrong one. And he looks at the ticket and he's like, yeah.
open seating?
He was like, yes. Like, he just like totally went along with like all of it. But he was like, for real. He was just being a good assistant.
But then I'm like, and we found out his name because like he turned his like name so we could see his name badge. I'm like, and we're there like a half an hour early. I'm like, I hope you don't tell on us because we like to make out in the back corner. He's just like,
Did he come in throughout the theater and like try to watch?
with the flashlights,
That's what we said.
What's going on back there?
He's gonna grab like.
Look for us. He's He's gonna look for her. He's like, is her shirt off? No. Okay. All right. I'll come back later.
We have a code 4 in Theater 8. Code 4 in Theater 8.
No, it's code Rainbow. That was a phrase in the movie that we saw. We saw the movie Dog, and he's like, it all just like rainbows and vagina, or like shooting out rainbows or something like that.
It's not all rainbows and vaginas.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna say that tomorrow.
That's right. So anyway, that was like that. The cool thing about it was like she was like totally willing to like make someone feel kind of awkward but playful. And I'm like, that's something that I kind of do too. Like I mess with people all the time. Like I'll walk through the supermarket and like I have like these like husband and wife talking about like she's like, yes, and she wanted me to like go to the store before work, and I'm like, yeah, go to before work. It's the best time to do it. And I keep on like walking, you know.
You need the guy that goes in there and be like, yeah, I'm looking for cucumbers and KY. What aisles are they on?
Well, no, yeah, that would not be me. Maybe something else. I'd be like, no. So I did this the other day. So I went to Harbor Freight. No, it wasn't Harbor Freight. It was the Tractor Supply because I was looking for some rope to tie up. This is before I realized that the
What was the rope for?
to tie somebody up. Yeah.
Okay.
So
He hasn't tied you up yet?
Not yet.
No, I
That's
haven't.
why I just asked.
Yeah,
No.
not yet. So actually, I need someone for Saturday night to be my rope bunny down in Elk Grove.
Can I do it?
Will
I
you?
want to sign up. Yes.
Okay, because
Aw.
Tanner was going to do it, but she's kind of flaky on me. You can totally do it. So we're going to drive down to Elk Grove and we're going to do this.
Ryan.
I know.
Why?
I forgot this is Ryan week.
Right?
All about Ryan.
Tanner on like to tie you up. Oh, yeah, that makes sense though.
Who's Tanner?
Brandy, our last.
Oh, she goes by Tanner.
Well, because she took me tanning and tacos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Tanner, screamer, cleaner. Yeah. Get the whole of it. Get the hang of it.
Yeah. So okay, all right. There's a date. We're doing that. We're gonna go to the rope show.
Okay.
So he's gonna teach
The
us
rope show.
Got it.
Yeah. So anyway, I go into Tractor Supply, and there's this, and part of me is like, okay, I'm doing this to be like flirty because I want to like, everywhere I'm at, I'm always like trying to find new content, new people for the show, new guests, right? So I go to this girl. First, I like scope out and find the most attractive one at Tractor Supply. Not a whole lot to choose from, you know. There's not a whole lot there. So I find the one that's like halfway decent. So I go up to her, and she's like, "Yes, can I help you, sir?" I'm like, in my like most like seductive voice, I'm like, "Where's the rope to tie bodies up with?"
Did you really?
I did. And she's like, the what?
Aisle 8.
I'm like, the rope to tie up bodies with. And she's like, I know where the rope is at. I don't know where the rope is for bodies though. Like straight up. Like,
That's good.
and I'm like,
Let me ask my supervisor.
I'm like, I got a body that I want to tie up real good, and she can't escape. and
He didn't ask for the tarp, so we're good.
He's like, also, while I'm here, can I get some tarps, duct tape, and do you guys sell formaldehyde?
Out of stock.
Where are the saws that cut through bone? Yeah. So she like at that point though, she like literally
You sell
like
caskets.
the poor. She takes
For my dog. My dog dies. Yeah, whatever.
she takes a step back. Like literally, she physically takes a step back. She's like, in the back corner. And she's weirded out. I'm like, oh, shit. So anyway, so I go and I buy the rope, and I come back to her aisle. Like, she's a checker. And she goes, did you find what you're looking for, sir? And I'm like, yeah, this'll work. And she's like, And so I'm like, she's like with me. And I'm like, oh, you know. So I'm like, I got a Topless Talk show. It's going for one of our guests. She's like, oh, you do, huh? I'm like, yeah, you want to be a guest? Here's my card. Nothing ever came of that one, but that was that. So, but yeah, that's you know, I have fun like just doing that with people. So,
I like that.
Yeah.
Fun guy.
All right. So, I mean, not that we need an icebreaker, but let's go ahead and
I think the ice has been shattered.
yeah, let's pull out our talk cards here. All right. So, what we do with these is you read your card and then we all discuss it.
Oh shit.
Now that flew all over the place. I was never a dealer in Vegas. You can tell that. Did you say sweep the leg?
I said, "Sweet Lord,
Oh,
Sweet Lord.
sweet Lord, baby Jesus."
Yeah. So in case our audience is wondering like why things won't work out between Cleaner Screamer and myself, is I don't know the Lord Jesus like she does, and that's a deal breaker. So
No, you don't. You don't love Jesus.
Yeah,
That
so-
doesn't work for me.
there it is. So it's off the table, but we can still be good friends and
Scream.
scream in the condo. You know what we should do? We should have a contest. We should see how many nights in a row and how loud it has to be before someone actually like comes over and talks to Stephen.
He's like, I want.
About his porn addiction. And we should make sure Steven's there too. So he's like, what? I don't do that. All right. Ladies first.
Really?
Yeah.
Describe how you like to receive or sex.
Oh, that's how would you like to receive?
The way Ryan does it.
Ryan's never done that
No, he hasn't.
Why not?
yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why hasn't Ryan done that yet?
Yeah, why hasn't Ryan done that yet?
Yeah.
Right now, oh, we don't talk about that.
It's Shark Week.
I got bit by a shark. He wouldn't be allowed down there even if he wanted to.
Yeah.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hello, my name is Alice Lamana, and I was given an amazing booby reading from Ryan last week, and it was the most amazing thing I've actually ever experienced.
I have to be honest, I thought at first it was just kind of this scam that was unique that this guy was running to be able to just see lots of on the internet. But it turned out to be actually pretty intuitive and accurate.
He was able to pick up on things that I've known about myself, but that I haven't voiced out loud to anybody.
He explained things that I didn't share with him, and the connections make sense to me. It helped me learn a little bit more about how my body stores energy that I'm experiencing.
I was shocked. Couldn't believe some of the things that he had said.
I would highly recommend Ryan.
Oh my gosh, I highly recommend it.
Try it. See what happens. See what you find out about yourself.
I just had a boob reading with Ryan, and I want to highly recommend that you do also.
Now, back to our Topless Talk interview with Ryan Nickel.
Ooh. Okay, so okay, so the way that I like to receive isn't the way that it's always been, because it wasn't always my favorite. So I think that there's nothing more annoying than a guy that can't do it right. And honestly, like, I'm just not like there to coach. And I'm also not there.
Because you have like you want to be enjoying it. Like if you have to like tell him like do this, do that, like you lose the moment, like the mood.
No, some of it's okay because some of it like I get turned on by telling somebody to do something, but like when you know it's not gonna like get there, it's like what the f-? And then you have to take their head and you have to put them up, and that's really
like send them a YouTube video ahead of time.
It's
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I guess that's a good idea.
Like a how-to.
How to? This is how you lick. So when you have to pull them off of it, ooh, that's bad news.
I know. So you're just like, oh, I want your dick so bad, you know.
So okay,
that's why she hasn't had you do it, Ryan.
That's probably why she's like, I just want your dick so bad.
Although I do want that way more than I want. That's for sure.
All right, well there it is, guys.
That is for sure.
So how do you like to receive it though?
But if they're gonna do it and they're gonna do it right, then need to kind of pay attention. Like not the tip of the tongue on the clit. That's like going straight for it. And if you hit in the wrong direction, then it's just like a complete turn off. So you have to like kind of like hit it with the flat of your tongue, and then like even running from like clit up to the asshole, tinkering with that a little bit is really nice.
You lick ass?
Oh, jeez. Do you?
No.
No? Never?
I wouldn't say never. I would say it's not my thing.
But
is it because like you're like, ooh, they're not clean? Like because that's where I'm at. I would never lick a guy's ass.
I never really had a girl.
But you want yours to be licked.
I think it's nice when like they like kind of like go up there, like even if you just play a little bit with like the finger while
this sounds like the kind of
on the
pregnant
asshole.
argument. Well, you know, if you kind of, but not really.
Okay, so but like legit.
Either yes or no.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to dig up my ass, right? But I like the asshole being played with. Does that make sense?
Why don't you want to on your ass?
Like in my ass?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like you'd have to be really.
She's really petite.
I'm.
Yeah.
Like the is plenty. I feel like for me.
Okay.
I think.
So
thanks. She's not
she
sure.
Thinks, whoa, whoa, hey.
The door is open.
Let's go buy some lube.
no, not like the ass. Like my is tiny enough to like not need to venture off into that. I'm just saying what I like.
Oh,
I like kind of like that area being like played with.
Oh, there you go.
That's all.
So I had a girl one time.
Next date idea.
Right. So okay, this is like crazy to me. Like I didn't understand this. So she's like, oh, I want you to lick my. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. All right. So I'm doing that. And she's like, no, rough, like super rough. And I'm like, whoa, like really? She's like, yeah, like bite it. Bite it? And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, make it like hurt. And I'm like, like that was like too much for me. I was like, this is like, I don't know.
What did she want you to bite? Like her.
I don't know. Like she's like,
right.
be rough with me, like bite it. And I'm like, so I got what you told me, like the pull, like I'm gonna pull your shirt collar up to kiss me because this isn't working kind of shit. I wasn't rough enough, I guess. Yeah, I was like,
oh, you got I really like it.
Yeah, give me your dick. Yeah, that was girl talk for.
So you bit
suck.
her.
No, I didn't bite it. No.
No.
Oh my God, no.
You see his face.
Well, you're looking up going, yeah, this friendship may be on a different path after the show.
I mean, like,
I have to really not think about that. I won't say it.
Say it. No,
but I don't like the kind of girls that he likes. Like if I were a guy and I were to like,
here we go. What kind of girls does he like?
If I were to like,
the standard of my women have been like really in the gutter.
It's like
what's his girl? What kind of girl does he need?
Just like no.
You're gonna say me.
It's gonna sound
it's
mean.
Not him. Let's hear it.
It's just not my preference. Like if I were to be with a girl, I just wouldn't choose like as big.
Yeah, the girls I've been have been like with bigger girls or thicker girls. They're curvy. Well, I love boobs, and thicker girls have big.
He's addicted to boobs. I mean,
yeah, but
thick girls have boobs.
Tiny ones are really like nice too.
I like yours. Yeah, they're nice too.
Mine aren't tiny. I'm like a double D. It's just tiny for me because it's like 32
Victoria's
double D.
Secrets, everyone's a double D.
I know.
Shit. That's true, huh?
That's what I told her. That's what I told her.
They make every girlfriend better. Like, well, you're really a 32A, but Victoria's Secret, you're a 28 double D.
Like A's are like when you don't even have them yet.
You got called out.
Okay, B.
Oh gosh.
That's funny. So yeah, that's what happened though. I was like, ooh, like it was and apparently she doesn't approve of the ladies I've been with. Oh. I've only been with 2 other women other than the Miss Cleaner Screamer, then Dawn.
For now.
Yes, no, for now, for sure.
For now.
Yeah, for now. I mean, it's
next show, different count.
Well, she keeps on like urging me to like move on. She's like, just leave me alone. Just go find someone else.
That's true.
Why are you telling that?
Because he needs to go out. Because that's what he's gonna do. So he needs to like get it out.
Figure out what he wants.
Not figure out what he wants. He's not at that stage to even think about that right now.
What stage am I at?
You're at I'm lost in the middle of a fucking forest and I don't know which way to go. That's where you're at right now.
I was thinking more like high school prom.
But I'm like holding on to the park ranger's hand right now because I'm not leaving.
You are. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like,
you deserve to go and get
here.
every single thing that you want.
But I don't want to. So I had this couple like hit me up and I'm like, yeah, that sounds kind of cool. And she's like, so let's get it going. I'm like, no, never mind. Sorry, not ready for that. I want. And they're like married, and they weren't even that attractive. That's probably the real thing. If they were like fucking hot, I'd be like, oh, shit, let's do this. Different story, right?
What do her boobs look like?
I haven't seen this yet.
No.
Yeah. Yet. No, I probably won't. That doesn't like that. Like I got like cold feet on that. Like I really was like, ooh, no, this is. I'm not ready.
That's like a whole nother ball game.
It is. Well, you actually brought up a very good point though. You're like, Ryan, when you're done, they have each other. You have nobody. You got to go home to an empty house. I'm like, fuck that.
That was rough. Huh?
It was. I was like,
everything's pretty like raw.
Really put it in perspective for me. I was like, okay.
Like,
but it's
you're
real
just
though.
A ride.
I'm a ride. Yeah.
For the night.
Aw.
And she's not in more ways than one. She's being truthful here.
But you know what? That's more of a testimony to who you are, though, right? Because like some guys could just go in there and do that, but you're a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah.
So. That's why I said it would leave you lonely. If I thought it would make you happy, I'd be like, dude, go do it.
Yeah, I'm like at a point where I want like things to still have meaning. I mean, because I've come out, I'm walking out of a relationship for 13 years. And so, yeah, there's like, meaning here. So, all right. So I think we beat this question up. How do you prefer your oil? Your oil. Your oil.
Do you want to be oiled?
Oiled down, man.
Oiled. Yeah. Well, it's funny you talking about oil. That's actually pretty much the same card.
Well, no, we're going to answer her question.
Is it?
Yeah. It's almost identical.
Oh, go ahead and do your question. What's yours?
It's mandatory during every encounter.
Oh, every, huh?
No,
Yeah, I would say no too.
Absolutely not.
definitely not. That's like forcing something.
Well,
That's like saying you have to navigate the entire night. Like,
yeah,
that would be
let me do
super
it.
lame.
I've never. I mean, up until recently, I haven't had orgasm.
So you never had this problem?
I never had a blow. You know, and that's the reason why we started this talk show. We're like, hey, shit, you should have a blow. Well, I can't get one. Guess what? I'm gonna walk out of my wife. There we go. No, that wasn't the reason. But like that was like a major point of contention. So, and now I have, and yeah, it's very nice.
I like it very much.
Very much so. Thank you.
It was a very good thing. Super swell.
So, but you said
You make me
said
happy
not
here.
every time, right?
No, not every time. No.
Yeah.
No, not at
For
all.
either an or, right?
What, giving and receiving?
Like giving or like receiving. Would you receive it? Would you like to receive it before like the actual like interaction happens?
Just depends on the mood and the event, and it's not like
Not required.
not required. No.
Okay.
You
What about you?
Do enjoy it, but
is it required? No, absolutely not.
Not
I
required.
want you to play with me, but you don't have to suck me off every night. No.
Well, she's not saying sucking you off.
No, oral
Yeah.
sex though. But
Just,
even
you
oral
know.
Like
sex,
in
yeah,
order
yeah.
to
Like
like
a fluffer.
get there,
Yeah.
as a fluffer. That's kind of what I was like.
I'm not
thinking.
opposed to it, but it doesn't have to happen. And there are times where it hasn't. Where just like they just want me like in so fast, like just come inside. Don't even like do that shit. They're just like ready for it.
We're ready for it.
He was ready.
All right, you all ready for my card?
Yep.
Do you prefer? This is I'm not answering this one. Do you prefer spitting or swallowing?
Hey, what do you think?
Actually,
Seriously.
well, no, actually, like I don't when I do actually eat, I don't swallow. If it gets like super sloppy, I just like let it fall out my mouth and moist that shit up even
I
more.
would too.
Yeah, I don't swallow that. That's I'm a spitter in that case.
Yeah, I'm a spitter too.
Better.
Yeah.
Depends on the girl.
You swallow?
100%. Okay, so go ahead and share.
It depends. I mean, it depends on the girl. I mean, every person
If she's clean or not.
smells different. And
Yeah.
No, they just like
Have
women
they-
taste different.
have they had
like,
pineapple-
even
That's
if-
what I mean.
like
Pineapple juice?
clean is clean, right? We know that.
Right. Everything is.
Yeah.
Everything is clean. Not all of them taste the same. Not even close.
I haven't had
I
enough.
love that. That's really neat. I thought that was just like a thing because
What do you mean it was a thing?
so if you hear something, so guys do this thing where they're like, "Oh, you're so tight, you're so this, you're so that," because they want their inside of you. So anything that they can say that they think is going to arouse them, they'll say.
That's like 99% of guys.
I know, it's like-
they're gonna be like,
So-
you're pretty. They're not gonna be like, you're not my type. I mean, he might, but most guys are gonna
Excuse
be like,
me?
I really like your hair and your smile and your eyes are sparkling.
I'm like, you have nice tits, let's have sex.
That's pretty much you.
You think most girls want to hear that like that blunt?
No.
She's
No.
like, absolutely not.
I'm a little bit more finesse than
Well,
that, but I mean,
okay,
in
so actually,
a
yes,
package,
I would
that's what
rather
it is.
hear that and hear the absolute truth. 1,000%.
So she can say no faster.
Every
So what if you were-
single
So
time.
she can say no faster. That's all the reason
So
why.
what if you're
Dude.
into a guy
Uh-huh.
and he's like to him is like, yeah, he's okay, or she's okay. That doesn't change your mood or
That does, because now I can like dictate how my mind goes after that. Then I'm not going to let myself get that close. That would be ridiculous.
And that's why she's
Right?
not getting that close to me.
I mean, that's crazy.
But you get what I'm saying. Like,
I do.
You saw him, and he was just like, "Oh my god, he's the nicest thing I've ever seen, the hottest thing I've ever seen." And he's just like,
He moves fridges with his
You're cute,
abs."
but you're not my type. You're too small and things like that." When I'm sex, I mean,
It would be f***ed up to hear it like that. Like that.
but I mean that's what it's saying at the
I
core.
think it depends.
When you were talking about me like that, she was like biting her lip, like she was trying hard not to like show her like, see, like that.
She's thinking about it.
I don't have to think about anything. I say exactly. I don't have much of a filter.
So when we,
So.
so here's what happened. So she got topless, right? Because I won the plank contest, and her comment was, well, because I know you're not attracted to me. I'm not your body type. You've already told me this. I'll show you my boob because I know that's what you like, and you can see them and be done, and make get rid of the curiosity factor. And so she did. I'm like, oh, man, they're actually kind of nice. And she put her shirt back on, but her comment was like, I don't care about you because I know you don't like my body because whatever. So
It wasn't a threat. It
Yeah,
took
it
the
was
whole
like-
threat out of it.
So if he did have an attraction,
like it was
to your
not. It
body,
was like not.
would you be less reluctant? Would you be more reluctant to show your tits?
Wait, say that again?
If you knew that he was into you,
That he was.
uh-huh, would you be more cautious or more reserved about?
I would have been a lot more reserved. But his whole, I think that like, okay, so this is a little bit different because I've been with people for like over 3 months and I haven't taken off my bra.
She told me that. Yeah, I was like,
I'm that self-conscious.
And within like 25
I
minutes of like
both
us
of my kids, like
chilling.
they're just like
What made
awkward to me, and so I would have never done that.
it's because her heart skipped a beat when she saw my picture. That's why.
It did. No, but then when I talked
What
to him,
made the difference?
of showing my boobs.
Like, I mean, it sounds like you were in the past kind of like conservative about it or cautious about it, and he got it the first night. Like what?
First 20 minutes, man.
20 minutes. I mean,
Sex.
no. Of you said you're very self-conscious about showing your boob,
Yeah.
and you showed to him pretty much.
Yeah.
What
So he
what
was like,
changed?
I really like boobs, and I just like to like observe them. He wasn't threatening to me, which is insane to me because I'm threatened by everybody and everything.
You were safe.
I had this like,
He was safe.
This chill vibe. Yeah, like
you know
I am
what?
not a
That's
predator.
That's what it.
Because safe,
that's
you
what
knew
it-
he wasn't going to turn into a creeper or anything like that.
Yeah,
You
I
just-
knew like he wasn't going to jump me right there. I would have never done that. Number one, I'm so self-conscious that I would never.
So
never.
So he made you feel safe and comfortable, and you could. Just
I made
be
it feel
you,
pretty
and
too,
then-
though, because I was like,
Yeah.
they're actually genuinely beautiful. Like they're really beautiful.
It was a genuine
boobs.
response.
Yeah, I was like, damn, you are beautiful, and she is, and I was just like, wow, and I don't think you had experienced that in some time.
It was a genuine response.
Yeah. And that was it. And then she put it back on, and I wasn't like all begging, like, no, leave it up. Like it was like we just went on like the night chatting about other shit.
It was like nothing.
Yeah, it was like nothing ever happened.
So do you
really
think your
was.
your take on the genuine response? You think that's a common thing, rare thing?
I think that's a rare thing. Because he
You have
says,
other girlfriends that
But no,
would-
because here's my filter's already gone. Like she knows that I'm speaking the truth. Like I'm not like just saying that what she wants to hear because I want to have sex with her at that point.
But what I'm saying is her way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the norm? Like when you're talking to your other girlfriends and things like that,
they want to hear what they want to hear.
they,
If you want to know, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just curious. Like
I
if-
just can't.
I don't
it.
think other women are as strong as Dawn is because I've said some pretty blunt, harsh shit to her, and she takes it in stride. Sometimes she's like, wait, this kind of hurts. Okay, I'm done. All right, so yeah, what were we saying again?
But I communicate it, and
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, okay. So let me clarify because that sounds very like submissive or like not considering my own feelings.
No, not at all. No, she
But-
totally
No, I
does.
didn't take it like that at all.
Not
Yeah.
that you said that, but I don't want it to be misconstrued. So it's not that I'm just like, oh, whatever.
No, it hurts.
not.
Like some things I have said have hurt, and you're like, this hurts, and we
Yeah.
talk about it. But because
It hurts,
I'm,
but I say it, and I'm like, hey, dude, like that's pretty fucked up. Like you need to go and do. Ooh, am I not supposed to say that?
you can say what you want.
well, it
I
sounds
can't-
like you appreciate.
Am I not supposed to say that bad word? Like I'm.
Sure, you can say anything you want.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh shit. I just-
We've said fuck like 100 times already.
But it sounds like one of the things that is attractive to you is someone who's just genuine.
Yeah, but I think that you're on course when you said that. Like, okay, so do you think that your girlfriends would like that? And I don't. Like, I don't. I think that a lot of people like to be in the dark. They don't want to know that kind of stuff.
You think that's just like a society thing? You think that's
Oh, 100%. What do you think?
I think it's more of a cultural thing because I think, America is one of the few countries, like when you look at other countries and how they educate
That's
about
better
things
than
like that, they talk about it more openly. Here we're like,
That is so accurate.
here's your fifth grade class.
Yep.
Then talk to your dad when you get, pubes. and that's,
Everybody won.
that's it.
No,
and
yeah.
and we're told that and I'm sure this will generate some rants, but that like guys and girls are the exact same and they're equal.
And they're not.
And as it's equal but different. But that's not like okay to say that now. Now it's like it's taken negatively. It's taken like
This is not a vagina.
no, but like she's not any less of a person.
Oh, hell
because
no.
she's a female.
Not
You're
at
not
all.
any more of a person because you're a male. So that part is equal. But as far as like what you can do physically, what you can do.
But there's also gender dynamics too, because like men, like I believe that because you're talking about like, I don't want to sound submissive, but I think women generally want a masculine man to lead so that they can be submissive and feminine and emote like
Because girls are taught that being submissive is somehow
a weakness. Yeah, no, for
weak,
sure.
or you're not appreciating yourself. You're not loving yourself. That's that's what they tell them. So they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that because
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that. But even though it might be something that they crave, it's something that they want, something they enjoy, it's just like saying, no, not doing that.
No, this is That's something that is, I think it's a cultural thing though too, because you have like the rise of, I don't want to say like feminism is the problem, because I think
it is the problem.
Oh, I think it's stemmed
it
before.
kind of is.
I think it stemmed before that though. Like that's like the outburst. I think that's a symptom of like a greater problem. But
what do you mean?
Like gender dynamics have been going on for millennia, for centuries. It just didn't all of a sudden start in the 70s because women had the ability to have, more sex freely because of the pill.
Yeah, but now they're trying to blur the lines. It's like, oh, identify as a guy, identify as a girl, identify as a flower pot. I mean, they're trying to blur that like everything's the same.
So
you can
check
just
this
choose
shit
what
out,
you
right?
are.
So there's this one couple. I'm just clicking through looking for. I'm like, oh my god, she is gorgeous, and I'm like, let's see what her dude looks like. It's a woman transitioning into a man. So her partner is a woman who now has a mustache.
Oh,
and I'm like,
some girls dig that. I guess.
I'm like, I don't think I could do this. Like if they agreed to like me back, I'm like, the wife is gorgeous, but the dude, what? I don't need to call him,
partner.
Yeah,
because he's got to be somewhere.
In part,
in the vicinity.
Yeah, well, they're going to be parts. I'm like,
yeah, not like
what's under the
hood?
hood?
So he could possibly touch you.
Does he have man parts? Is it a female? Like, what's happening? Like, did they transition?
How much female is she still?
Yeah. I'm like, did she have a mastectomy?
I just want to be there if something like that happens.
I couldn't. I don't think I could do this. I'm like,
I think Ryan's question would be like, does she still have boobs?
I'm like, yeah, I know, right?
He's like, I drove up this way. I just want to know.
I need to know.
Over the line, you have boobs.
We're all here.
They haven't been removed yet. We're okay.
I'm like, I'm not kissing a chick or a dude that like has a mustache. I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. Like that's just, I don't know. To me, like that's a bridge too far. And I'm not trying to be insensitive here, but that's just like, I don't think I can do that.
It's just not your thing.
No, it's not.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not your thing.
No, it's not my thing.
It's not my thing either.
I'm just like, no. But I mean, I was intrigued. And this woman was generally beautiful. I'm like, damn, she's gorgeous. And if I would have showed her, you'd be like, oh, she's too thick. We go into your guys' cards. So, and yours too. But this has been fun. So what do we have next on the agenda there, Dawn?
Oh, there's an agenda.
There's an agenda, yeah.
So what do I'm curious now, since you guys have like hit this off as like really good friends, and
we've had like 7 of the 9 days.
sounds like fun, but
is that what you meant by good friends? No.
Yeah, really, really good friends. But you've realized that he's not for you, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is for him? Like when you see him, you're like, he needs what?
He needs time.
He needs time.
So I need time.
That's what he needs. Oh, shut up.
Like a lot of time, like years, months,
No, not
hours,
years.
minutes.
Well,
Not years.
So I wouldn't ask
TV episode.
why does he need time. So the answer, like, not just like how much time does he need, but why does he need time?
Yeah.
Because you haven't even spent time with yourself yet. You're so busy keeping yourself occupied at every
Filling the
minute
void.
of the day.
Yeah.
Every minute of the day that you haven't even stopped to sit with yourself.
Probably true.
No, it's very true. She's very insightful. She's a very, very smart woman. Like she's
been staying very busy with work and
girls and
everything
show
else
and everything. Yeah, no.
There is no downtime for you.
So there was actually it was this past I had 2 nights. So I said 7 of the 9 days. So the 2 nights that didn't happen, were kind of we were kind of on the outs.
Yeah, no, we just came to the conclusion it would be best if we just
Stop having sex.
Yeah.
And then I was literally sad about it. I was like, oh, like it really hurt. I was like, oh shit. But it wasn't because I wasn't like.
Is that still the rule now?
Having the sex? No, not at all.
It's like definitely not.
Well, no, okay, it was this.
Should we ask her?
It was this morning for about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I mean, here's the thing. I feel like we're really articulate. Like we really convey exactly what we mean, but sometimes a little bit too much.
Yeah, why don't you say what I said to you?
No, I think you guys could just read each other that. easy and it's comfortable.
So
No, actually, we just both like, even if we don't understand, what do? We kind of just like,
we just go for it.
we just go for it. And we're like, yeah, that was really freaking gay. You know what? You need to just move on.
You need to like back the up and like start that truck over again. So
He's like, whoa.
whoa. So what happened was so Monday. So we decided over the weekend that we're just better friends than lovers kind of thing. So no more sex. And I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah, like-
okay, all right, fine. Yeah, I was kind of sad, because I was looking forward to it. I was like, yeah, this is great. But I also like, yeah, I know, like, oh, poor Brian doesn't get to have it. But like at the same time though, I was like really like starting like to care. I was like, oh, like I enjoyed the friendship, but it was like it kind of caused a rift. And so I go over to her house, and we were going to do a game night. This was Monday, and so
What kind of game were you
game
playing?
night, yeah,
Twister?
yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I think that came up.
yeah, hula hoops.
I did say hula loops, but I didn't say naked.
You implied it. So, but anyway, like still got like
He implied it.
read somebody. As I walk in there, and she's like, I'm literally like 5 minutes away. She's like, I don't feel like I'm being in the mood. I'm kind of sad. I'm just not in a really good mood right now, and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I come in there and I look at her, and I could just tell that she was genuinely like sad, hurt, and she was very guarded. She wasn't like, because when I read her, like I can look at her and I can see that she's completely open. Like I have this gift to just perceive people, so I see that she's open. Here she wasn't. She was behind a brick wall, and I was like, oh shit, she's way far away here. And so like I called her on it. I'm like, look, I can tell like you're hurting, and there's some stuff here. And we worked through that like really fast.
Yeah.
We played foosball. She kicked my ass. We had a long hug, and I invited her to the movies, and we had sex after that. In a nutshell. But yeah, she's really good at foosball too, so don't try to play her.
Put that in your profile.
Yeah.
Foosball pro.
On her dating profile, that's why I let dudes line up.
What loser is
On
this?
that farmers only.
But that's, yeah, like we were able to just communicate super fast. But I don't think, I think it takes two to be this way. Like I have gone through a lot to come to a point where I am just completely, not blunt in like a brash way, but just completely honest about what I'm looking for and what I want in life in general.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being blunt.
No, I agree. But at the same time,
You can be blunt and polite.
True.
Yeah, you can smile. You suck it so bad.
You're like, you're not my type.
You're a motherfucker.
You can't be like, my God, what hit you in the face? I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it's not always received that way. You may be polite about it. You may be, genuinely honest, like not trying to hurt anybody, but just give feedback. But if it's not received by someone who's comfortable in their own skin, I think that's what the difference is. And I think that's, Dawn have definitely worked on that, and it's allowed you to be a lot more receptive and to appreciate when someone else is that, because like you said, it's not out there.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, it's another artist. Okay, here we go again. And when
you can detect it.
you totally can. Like when someone's like telling you like a lie, you're like, what the hell is this all about? But when you meet someone who just like gets right to the chase in a very articulate, kind, and however you guys want to, place it in that kind of a way, there's something that's like, wow, it's an attraction because like attracts like. You're like that, I'm like that, and I think that's what it really comes down to, as far as that clicking goes.
True. I like it.
Aww.
So
You guys could have had the show by yourselves.
no, because it would have.
No, you guys would just be on that couch.
It would have ended on the couch. Yeah. It would have been like, oh, just spank me, daddy.
What's going to be your new bondage bunny, rope bunny, or
Yeah.
you ever tried that?
Saturday night.
Did you need somebody bigger for that?
Oh shit! Look at this.
She's afraid you're gonna crack her or something.
He can't tie a rope that tight.
Oh, he's been challenged.
She's gonna go to work with
That's
all
why he
these,
likes the girls with a little more meat.
bruises and shit. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So yes, I definitely need a rope bunny.
I'll be that.
All right.
Oh,
So there it is.
You guys will fun.
I need to text Brandy and tell her she's out. Well, that's okay because Brandy's coming by Saturday morning anyway to do a photo shoot. So she's doing an OnlyFans and she wants me to manage her account. She's like, I heard you're managing somebody else's, which I am. And I'm like, yeah, come on over. So we're gonna do a photo shoot.
Brandy?
Brandy.
Ooh.
Yeah. So she's gonna have her OnlyFans now. I'll have to tell you what her name is off the show. I shouldn't even said that she's having an OnlyFans. I should have said something like someone else's name.
Esmeralda.
Because now they're gonna know that it was Brandy, and then whatever her stage name is, or her pseudonym.
You could just cut this part out.
No, it's fine. We'll tell you later. Because I'm too lazy to cut this part out. So there's a lot of fucking work to do that, by the way. That's what we're all. I think this is episode number 21 or 22, and I've only released like 4 because there's a lot of editing. I can tell you that. I got to find a VA to do this shit for me. But I know I have a couple of episodes that I said some shit that I don't want to have out there.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was about my wife, not in a bad way, but it was a little bit more intimate than I'm comfortable with her.
That's
other
nice.
people knowing about her.
Probably especially now.
No, I was going to anyway for the show. I kept it. I just because we were talking about that some things, and so we did that. But no, I knew that when that was going to come up, that I wanted to edit that. After that, I'll probably just train a VA to do it and have someone in the Philippines do it for like $2.
Someone clean it up.
They're like, my ears hurt so bad, mister. I can't do it no more.
An audio cleaner.
Yeah. So, all right. I think we are on to tip, aren't we?
Tip.
Yeah. What is your favorite way to be turned on?
My favorite way to be turned on?
Yes, your favorite way to be turned on.
Oh gosh.
She's like, there's so many.
There is. It's different every time.
That's bullshit.
It's really.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh. What? Go ahead.
No.
Interject, please.
Well, no, because I think like I heard the story before. You're like, oh, there are so many different ways you can please me on. But you never said the qualifier that you just said, that it depends on what mood you're in, and that's true.
Yeah.
That is definitely the truth.
Backpedaled right out of that pretty well.
He did, didn't he?
Well, he did. That was smooth.
There was nothing wrong with it.
You turn that. You put that right back. Put that right back on her.
But the qualifier wasn't there before, so I have to give her kudos for the qualifier.
Wow. Yeah, it just depends.
I'm a smooth operator.
Smooth operator.
Back to your tips.
Yeah. So let's say like, it depends. So your mood right now. What's a turn on for you tonight?
You'll find out.
Be sure I do this.
10 minutes after I leave.
Exactly.
Can we get home fast enough?
Let's go.
Are we going to the condo or are we going to somewhere else?
No, yours is haunted.
I guess she literally woke up one night in the middle of the night, like at 3 a.m. She's like, I heard footsteps in the hallway. I gotta go home.
Oh no!
There's a couch here.
Shit. Okay, did you stay the night there?
I haven't stayed the night. I haven't stayed the night there.
I haven't invited him over yet.
Oh God.
He's not big enough.
So there was like dude, there was not just footsteps. There was like gargling and
yeah, I don't know.
It's probably someone's oxygen machine.
Okay, so listen, dude. The footstep literally got to his doorway. I could feel it on his doorway. Like, I'm sorry.
What were you guys smoking?
No,
hearing all these weird
nothing,
gargling.
We didn't drink. We didn't smoke. Nothing like that.
We were high on each other's bodies.
You guys were just high on life.
So she has no problem telling me my jokes like too. I actually heard the footsteps too, but there are people that walk that walkway. The lady next door, she works at like midnight and she leaves and like that early.
But it was to the right.
Outside the door, outside on the hallway. I mean, in the walkway outside.
Yeah, no.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
It was okay. So
someone was walking to her to give her like water.
So yeah, we're
You
going.
need water.
We're going. Is it okay?
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay.
Take her to Del Monte.
Oh no.
What?
No, we go to her place. She has a nice place.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. She has a huge bed too. My small little thing, a little single bed, a little military cot.
Single bed. Like a full.
It's a full
trundle.
Yeah.
Trundle. It's a day bed.
It's a Murphy bed. It breaks off the wall.
So we'll learn about the tip after the show, apparently.
Oh.
Wall and it comes down.
I know, we're too comfortable. All right, go ahead with your tip again.
Okay, but like a tip is like my tip to somebody else. What does that even?
Like so your tip.
Like advice, a tip.
Yes. And then when your turn, I think I said turn on. So yeah.
Like.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
There's been a lot of trauma in my marriage, in my experience, and in my husband's past. I was seeking healing in whatever capacity I was able to encounter it. I came across Ryan, and we decided to go forward and planned for a session. Then we met at Ed's office for a counseling for a session, which began with counseling. And the counseling component itself was pretty impressive. It was very thorough with seeing me, and really I felt very seen, and my whole experience so he could see what direction I was ready to move in and from what perspective I was coming from. It felt like a very unexpected healing experience that I embraced. It came to me, and it was an opportunity for me to exercise my adult consent in a safe place. I feel grounded in my healing journey, and I look forward to continuing that journey and of healing and growth. I have a lot of gratitude for Ryan and the work that he's done for me.
Now, back to our Topless Talk interview with Ryan Nickel.
I think that everybody watches this, right? So, like, I think that guys need to pay more attention, and maybe girls need to pay more attention too. I think that would be my tip. So, like,
Pay attention?
Pay attention to what?
Pay attention to, like,
I know something.
There's like different things, like the way that you breathe, like the way that the other person's breathing,
Yeah.
or the way that they're moaning, or like you can tell if it's sincere.
So
Just being more in tune with them.
yeah, no, I appreciate when she says that. Like, so like you can like,
but both people, not just like one.
yeah, you can touch somebody in like a way, and they're just like, oh, they kind of like melt into you, or
That's a good word. Yeah,
they melt into
literally
you.
melt into you.
The other ones are like you're watching a bad porn.
Yeah, very, yeah, they're like gyrating all over the
Yes.
place, like
Oh my god.
belly dancing on your.
Some bad music in the background.
So, but it's interesting you said something like, dude, I took a gummy before the show. It's the first time I had a gummy in like years. I'm right now.
Is it making the show better?
Oh my god, I'm like, I'm losing half my train of thought. The show's gonna suck ass. I think we're all on gummies.
I've corrupted you.
Not a good situation.
I know. So anyway, because like that little like guttural sound, like it like totally distracted me.
You sure that wasn't coming out of your bedroom?
It's coming from the condo.
He brought it with him.
Maybe it was when he was recording it. It was starting to auto play back. Maybe that's what spooked you out.
Yeah, maybe like it was like, you know, I
mean, he likes audio. That should be.
So I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
You're going back to her place after.
No, yeah, we are going back to her place, but I forgot what I was saying. Oh no, breathing. This is what it was.
Breathing?
Yeah, you brought up like pay attention to their breath, because there was a time when like I was like slowly like kissing on your neck and kind of like nibbling a little
That
bit.
was breath, not breath. So
breath.
Okay, good.
And you're like like you like slow down your breathing, and you're just like like kind of like almost like it was like that tense kind of like, but it was slow and tense. It's like, oh, like you loved it. And I was like, she digs this. I'm gonna do this again. Like I'm not gonna like overuse it, but I'll use it like in the future, like next.
That's good. You won't overuse it.
Well, no, because it's something that I could tell your body was reacting to in that moment. Because you said it depends, so maybe tonight it won't work.
Probably work extra.
There you go. 'Cause now you know that I know. And so when I do it, you're like, oh yeah, I gotta remember how to act now.
Overthink it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's gone. So that's your tip, is just to pay attention to the person, like pay attention to their body. And
Do you guys overthink things? You just said like overthink, so I was thinking like, do you
not
guys
in the
overthink?
moment. I overthink like during the day, like, is this gonna work? Like, or like, are we gonna have sex tonight? Like, is this gonna happen? Like, what's going on? Like, did I do something wrong?
Okay.
Not you in general, just like not you, but like in general. Yes.
No.
But like
I don't know, because
like in the moment, no, never.
Like, oh, does she like this? Oh, I wonder if this feels good. Like, this feels good to me, or like.
Well, it'd be solved with just some.
I don't think
good
it's
communication.
overthinking. Yeah, like you just do it. Like, did you like that? No, you didn't. Okay, I won't do that again.
But if you have a partner,
I won't punch you in the face no more. I won't choke you out. Two hands.
That won't give you any response.
Crush
It's
your
like,
leg.
do you like that? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, then it probably at some point, you know, the guy's wondering like, you know, what it is. I mean, if they don't have someone that's like openly communicating, I think that's what it really is, because we've had other guests on the show, and you know, they would talk about what pleases them or how it pleases them down there, and they're all different. So you know, a guy is just not going to know that like off the bat unless she communicates it. But I think again, you have this whole like thing where like guys are afraid to ask, and the girls are afraid to comment, and then
No, I mean, you told me what you liked.
well, you guys are the rarity here.
Well, I slapped her ass, and she's like, "Oh, that turns me on. Do it again." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." And so I did.
But you guys can just openly communicate like, yes, I like that. No, I didn't like that. And then it's not like afterwards at night, you're like, I didn't do it right. She didn't like that. I mean, it was like, hey, okay, she likes this, don't like that. Cool. And then things are better. They're not like,
oh, they're so much better. Like our has been improving like daily. Like,
Oh, it really has.
Like you don't have any
Yeah.
question when you guys are done for the night or day or morning or whatever the fuck it happens. Like afterwards, you're not wondering.
no, not at all.
And you're not
we'll
wondering.
say
And,
it,
and I ask her like, "Hey, what'd you like tonight?" She's like, "I like this. Don't do this tomorrow." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
but like, what do we even do? We're like, so we'll say it like while it's happening. We'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll be like, dude, you're gone.
Oh.
I'll be like, you're not even there.
Oh, she's like, I'm in an empty room right now. There was one night where I was just,
Oh, yeah, I did. I was like, I'm in an empty room.
yeah, it sucked. I was not there. I f***ing, like, how long I was trying to nut for like 2.5 hours.
Oh, I've heard about this.
And she's just like, this is f***ing horrible right now. You are just like, just go already.
Did it
Totally.
bother you he wasn't there? Or it was just more of like,
Yeah, because it's a waste of my time. Time is like something that I don't really have. So yeah, it's like a waste of my time. I'm sitting here like, and you're not even here. It's like one.
So you wasted your time.
So here's the thing.
Hang on,
Let me,
it felt good, but emotionally because I wasn't there, that's why it sucked for her.
it
Even
did
though
not seem like, no, I want to, because there's like a big difference. So like, if you're with somebody and you're like, dude, I just want to like please them, I will do it until they come. Like, there's a big difference. But when somebody's like literally just like not there,
I was not
that's
there.
a whole nother story.
makes sense.
yeah, I was thinking about all kinds of shit.
Which was okay though, right? I was like, even like, it's cool.
She gets me, like, yeah.
See, that's pretty rare. I think if people communicated like that more often, probably wouldn't have all these relationship problems.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. Does it cause us? Okay, actually, I'm surprised you didn't ask this.
The show's not over yet.
Is it like losing my train of thought?
Did you have some gummies too?
Is it really
I gave her
better?
some.
Yeah.
Just one. Is it really
you're like 80
better that
pounds
we're
wet.
like this? Or is it better when people have to live like delusionally and want to conveniently like think what they want to think that the other person's thinking about them?
So here's the thing, though, is because we both know that we're. Yeah. Is it better that we are so honest? I think because we both know that we have to be honest because we know we're not each other's person, and there's a sense of trust that comes with that honesty. That you will tell me the moment you find somebody else, and I'm out, and the fun is gone.
Yeah.
And I think that for us, that honesty doesn't make it better. That is the contract. Like basically it's like a contractual agreement. Like our contract is that we're going to be honest.
True.
So none of my business, but it's Topless Talk, so it doesn't really matter. It becomes my business. Have you had other partners that were just as honest and blunt as him?
Yeah, like a few.
Oh, so
But it didn't start
I'm not
like
that special
this.
Well, that's why. That's why.
It's like genuine people you're asking?
Were you able? Yeah, were you able just to be?
It took a long time.
So you never had anyone really just kind of out of the gate like,
No.
this is who I am.
No.
This is what it is.
No, because usually it's like the opposite. If a guy is coming at you, then they're like, I want to be with you.
Right.
And I don't.
It's like, you're so mean. He always says it like that too. It's like,
You think it's because it was
like,
it was safe for
dickish.
you because you knew that he wasn't looking for a relationship. It was safe. Like you could do whatever you want. You know there was no like, oh my God, he's gonna fall for me. Like you had it in your head. You guys are looking at each other. You had it in your head that like. Like you don't have to worry about this.
yeah, there's certain things I don't have to worry about. Like, absolutely. Yeah, so there's transparency that can happen. I get what you're saying. There's transparency that can happen when you don't feel threatened that you're going to lose somebody. Because I don't feel threatened.
Because she can't lose me.
Right.
Because I don't have
Because I'm already gone. And it's like it's vice versa. Because, she could find her soulmate tomorrow and I'd be like, okay. But not to say that it wouldn't be hurtful. Not hurt. Like, I wouldn't
still
be
clean
hurt.
his condo.
I'd be sad, Yeah. Like, I would definitely be sad because I would lose a part of you that I enjoy. I would still have the friendship, but I also enjoy the romance part of it.
It's hard to lose.
Or the sex, if you want to call me. People be like, romance? There's no romance. You're just fucking around. So, who knows? Yeah. What was that?
It's nice to have that, and it sucks when you lose it.
Yeah, it does. And that's probably the best way to say it. But at the same time, it's like, for me, I'm like, this is just pure. At first, I was like, oh, shit, I'm gonna score this chick tonight. And I think you were the second person I slept with. but it was like the one that I actually wanted, and you weren't drunk or anything like that, because the first one was drunk, and so I don't really count that one really. But like, I actually genuinely wanted to sleep with you, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And then like the next night, I was like, shit, this is happening again, and so.
This is happening again.
This is happening again. I was surprised, and then the third time, I'm like, this is happening again.
Why
for
were
the
you
third
surprised?
time. It just was because
he had more sex in 2 days than he had in like 2 years.
No,
not at all. But no, it was one of the frequency of it. I was like, I dig this chick. She's fun. She's cute. But it was the second time I was like, because I told you like, you're not my ideal body type per se.
Yep.
And I was like, but I was coming back because I was enjoying it. I was enjoying her. I was enjoying the personality. I was enjoying like the whole thing. And I think that was like, I was like, oh, this is happening again. So it surprised me, especially because when I said originally, I'm like, yeah, I'm not interested in a relationship. I'm emotionally unavailable for a relationship. I'm looking for just people to fuck. And you're like, yeah, that's not me. So, I mean, there was that non-threatening part of it. But at the same time, it's hard to say, and maybe this is just me, right? I have a very hard time not attaching myself emotionally to the people that I'm intimate with in one way or another. And I'm not saying like I'm like falling in love, like, madly in love, because that's not it at all. But it's like there's definitely some kind of emotion that's being attached there, where it's not just a physical pleasure thing. Okay, I'm in, I'm out. Because, I mean, if that were the case, after we're done having sex, I'd be like, see, I'm out, I'm bouncing. But I sit there and I snuggle you and like we cuddle and chat and talk about stuff. So it's like there's definitely some connection going on there. No comment.
No.
How you feeling over there?
I'm just absorbing it.
He's absorbing it. So there was one other like tangent thought that I wanted to mention, but because the gummy,
you can have that tangent thought later.
I'm just chilling. I'm like, where did it go? But it was there was something there. But anyway, so all right. So that was your tip. What about?
Did you just forget what you were gonna say?
I couldn't. I can't think of it. It's gone. And so I'm just like,
I hate that. Just interrupt if it comes up.
I'll write it down.
Okay.
So what is your best way to be turned on? I think I had originally asked that, and then we went to tip, but we'll come back to this now.
My best way?
Yeah, like
turned on.
Well, I mean, actually, it's two ways. What is your best way, or most favorite way, or way that you enjoy doing, pleasing your partner, and then of course, what is the way that you like to be pleased? Like your best way to be turned on, not pleased, but turned on. So if you're gonna, for example, let me just go ahead and
So my best. Let's just start with that. My best way to be turned on.
Yeah, your best way to be turned on, and then when you're done with that, the best way you like to turn a man on.
Okay.
Or your partner.
I like when it's done like either in weird places.
Oh.
Or while I'm like when you least
like what's a weird
expect
place?
it. Like when you least let's like place or time. Like let's say I'm doing the dishes and you come up behind me and you kind of like start going up the dress. Like I think that's like, and my kids are in the other room.
We have heard this. Oh, you love. In front of your kid, little.
No, you're so gross, Ryan. You're awful.
Keep going.
So you're doing the dishes and like the kids are like just doing their own thing and they're playing. I think it's like, it's like it's not supposed to be happening type of thing.
Yeah.
It's like the wrong, inappropriate time.
That turns you on.
I like the idea that it's just not like right.
And
it's just
inconveniently unconventional. Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay.
So.
It's interesting because we've had one, if not two, separate guests say the exact same thing about washing the dishes and their man coming behind and like nuts the ass, hand up the shirt.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're like in your pajamas or like you've already like washed up and everything and they just like have you all in like that natural like state and they're still like,
that's hot. I can see
fuck,
that.
babe,
Yeah.
you're so fucking hot. And they just like go
just pure hair all ratted back in a ponytail and you're just no makeup, just raw you.
And like, and they're just like, and I see you
that.
right there.
Yeah.
That's hot. That's the most sexy thing, like for a guy to just like love everything about somebody.
I gotta tell you something. Okay, I appreciate what you just said. Like when you said I see you. I don't think I've told you this. The very first night, this is probably the reason why I was attracted to you, because you're okay. So she takes off her top. I'm like, beautiful, like very nice. You're very attractive. Like
good starting point.
This is nice. But her body is very petite, and I have never been attracted to petite women.
You said this.
No, I'm backing up here. This is backstory that I'm gonna tell you. So I said that, and so I'm like, basically, like, I'm not attracted to you. Nothing's gonna happen tonight, kind of a thing. But thank you for the show. And we're chatting some more, and she said something. She's like, I see you, and you don't see yourself. So there's something that she was seeing in me. Do you remember this conversation?
Yeah.
And then she said to me, she's like, I know exactly who I am. And I'm like, who is that? Do you remember what you said?
No.
It was... I don't either.
You don't either?
You know what it was? I don't know.
The gummies are not good for that.
I know.
Like your brain, you're like right here, and then all of a sudden
But
you're
it
right
was
there.
something along the lines of like, I know I'm not the best, and I know I'm not the most attractive, but I know who I am, and I know I have a great personality, and I make up, or not even make up,
It was
but
the full package.
I am the full
I have a
package.
full package.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not just a pretty face. I am
true.
super smart. But she was so confident about it. She was so like congruent about who she was, and that was a turn on to me. I was like, oh my God, this is like an authentic woman. And at that point I saw her. I was like, I see you for more than just your good looks, your body. Like I actually saw you. And that was what turned me on.
Aww.
And then you came from that, you were across the room when that happened. Then you came closer to me and you gave me a foot massage, and then we ended up on the chair making out, and
Yeah.
I literally, because
You picked me up.
yeah, because you're so petite. I just literally scooped you in one arm and carried you, like your legs were wrapped around my waist, and I walked you all the way to the bedroom, tossed you lightly on the bed, and made love to you. So
It was really good.
it was really good. That was a nice night.
That was a nice night.
But it was that authenticity of like knowing who you were.
Oh.
Like that was like amazing to me, and I don't think I've ever told you that.
No.
Yeah. And I
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was the attraction, really, like because I was able to see past the physical, and I think that there are opportunities for people out there, like they're like, yeah, like they may not be attracted physically to the person like 100%, but there's like a redeeming quality that they see that all of a sudden just like is as good or even better as a a mating strategy, if you will, because people mate because of looks, they also mate because of personality too.
How you doing over there?
Yeah.
Doing good.
I think we're all just chill. I think unless there's anything else you just want to talk about, I think the show is running its course.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No, I
think you do. What do you have?
I don't have any questions.
Oh, you want to get the show going?
Yeah.
All right. We'll keep going then. So
Go home?
Huh?
Do you need to go home?
No, I'm good.
All right.
No, you can crash.
Being respectful.
You can crash the condo.
Well, that sounds like you guys might be.
We don't go there. There's ghosts there.
Enjoy, Betty.
Hey, Betty.
That's right. If she comes back there again, this is what's going to happen to her. She's going to have
emotional damage.
Sorry, Betty.
No, not Betty. Dawn. She can't walk in that place
No.
anymore. Yeah, and she only cleans it one time. She's a one-time cleaner.
What if you spruce it up a little bit?
She told me to get a TV for my kids. I thought that was very cute.
Yeah, he's not even a TV
You
in
need
there.
to, so that they have like something that's like.
It's like grandma's house of like 1975.
Oh my gosh! Right, where you're just sitting there like this, and you're like, I'm having so much.
I'm waiting for the hard candy to show
Staring
up.
at the blue carpet.
Where's the hard candy? I need that shit. You pick up one piece and the whole bowl comes up in the one piece because it's like all stuck together. Oh, you guys never lived if you didn't have grandma's hard candy. But I'm not going to get a TV. I'm not going to live there long term.
But you can take it.
You can move the TV.
It's okay, Ryan. Ryan, you can take it with you.
He's like, I don't want to buy soap because I don't want to leave it here.
I'm never gonna buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna wait. I'm
leaving.
It's just a TV. You can move them.
Yeah. I guess you're right, but I don't watch TV, and it's a distraction. I bought a piano instead. I'm learning to play piano now.
You think your kids want to play a piano when they come over?
Wait, Ryan.
Oh, this is for my kids.
Wait, this was for your kids. Remember?
My kids aren't coming over anymore. My wife told me straight up, or my ex-wife, she's like, these kids are not coming over.
Why?
Because they're afraid that they're not supposed to be there so what we're doing is until our housing situation, my housing meaning me, housing situation gets rectified, I'll be going over there and spending like days and evenings with the kids so she can go out and party and do what she wants to do. Go on vacation basically. So basically I have the house like for like, a couple of days while she's on vacation somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, at least I'm with the kids. My younger ones don't understand what's going on. My older two are hurting but don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. you can.
It is. It's hard on them.
Yeah, you can see the pain and stuff like that.
They show it a little bit more.
Well, so this is what happened. So I walked in the day after I took my son fishing. I have two sons. My youngest son, I took him fishing, and so I came in. My oldest son, he's like, "Dad, I think I have depression." And he's a very carefree, like happy kid, and I'm like, "You have depression?" He's like, "Yeah, the girl that I like at school, she doesn't like me anymore, and so because she doesn't like me anymore, that makes me sad."
Oh.
And I'm like, "Oh," he's like, "I think I'm depressed." I'm like, "Yeah, it hurts, doesn't it?" And then as I'm talking to him, I'm realizing the parallel here.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, Dad just left Mom, and he sees Mom hurting all day long." And so
he's like carrying it himself.
he is. Yeah. How does he react? Well, I mean, how do we learn anything other than like by observing the world around us?
Yeah.
And so his girl has told him no. And so now he's just like laying around kind of sad. And I'm like, well, shit, is that what he sees his mom doing? Like, I don't think so. She's really busy. We have, 5 kids together. And, but yeah, I was like, this is real. And, it's just one of those things about life that just happen, unfortunately.
It's just real.
It's just real, guys.
It's real.
Real. It's raw.
So, but your kids are about that age going through that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
but they're further down the road though. So you're 2 years out of your divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they also see their dad a lot more than my kids see me. And my kids see me like, well, I shouldn't say see me. They see me multiple times during the week because I go and pick them up and take them to different like activities, or I go to their games and shit. But like, not me in Aaron mode, but me in dad mode. They don't really see that often.
Yeah.
Like just me hanging out and being with him. So I was with my son today. We went fishing. Like that was a good solid 3 hours of us just hanging out, and he loved it. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But
it's different though.
It is different. It really is. And I mean, there are people that are listening to the show that they've gone through that, and that's, or this show originally turned into like, how do we get Ryan to get a blowjob? To, I mean, that wasn't the original intent of the show. It never had been that, but like those are things that came up. Was like, how do I, enhance my sexual experience? I've definitely done that. I think the show has reached its goal, but at the same time, it's more also like, what can our guests share about their personal lives that can relate to other people that are listening? And I think there are people that can relate to me as well too.
Oh, for sure.
Like
a lot of people going through it.
Yeah. And I think if maybe they listen to this, they're like, oh, shit, that's what it's like. I don't want that. Maybe I will work it out, or it's cheaper to keep her,
Serious.
But there are reasons why people also do it too. Makes them happier.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's the thing.
Great show.
Great show.
All right.
Great show.
Thank you.